Okay. Hey, everyone. Wanted to do a quick tutorial video on how to trade ES futures. Okay, so this is my trading platform here that we're looking at. And you can see up here, this is the ES, as I mentioned. It's the E-mini S&P 500 futures. Okay, so it's a futures product. One of the most liquid, if not the most liquid futures product, the S&P 500 futures. Now we're sitting here, it's 8:29 a.m. Central Time on this video. And the stock market opens at 9:30 Eastern, so 8:30 Central. So we're about 10 seconds here from the open of the stock market. As I mentioned, this is the futures. So the futures are actually open already, and they've been open. The futures are open 24/5. So they're open essentially 24 hours during the week. So the stock market is just about to open. And you can see this this yellow highlight here. This is where the ES, where the S&P futures are currently trading. Okay, so 4,696.75. All right, so just a real quick rundown. I'm going to keep this as basic as possible. For every tick, meaning every movement, you can see 46.98 here, and then 46.98.25, 46.98.50, 46.98.75, 46.99. Okay, so the S&P futures move in 25-cent increments. Okay, and that's a tick. Every one of these lines is a tick. Okay. And so every 4 ticks, because it moves in 25-cent increments, every 4 ticks is a point. So meaning from 46.98 to 46.99, that's 1 point. Okay, so there's 4 points, or I'm sorry, 4 ticks in 1 point. Now, why this is important is because of the dollar amounts associated with the S&P 500 futures. So as you're trading this, 1 tick is $12.50. Okay, and every point, therefore, because there's 4 ticks in 1 point, every point, so if it goes from 46.98 to 46.99, that is $50. Okay, so you can either buy or sell, doesn't matter what you do first. You can buy or sell the S&P futures, and you can buy you buy contracts or sell contracts. So you would buy a contract or multiple contracts if you think it's going to go up, or you can sell the contracts if you think it's going to go down. And then you just do the reverse to close the trade. So if you buy a contract, then you would sell a contract to close it. If you sell a contract first, then you would buy a contract to close it. So I know that's confusing for a lot of people, especially people that don't do a lot in the stock market, or you just do retirement accounts and things like that. But just understand, in the stock market, you can buy or sell either way first. You don't have to own something or have something to be able to sell it. You can sell first, sell to open the transaction, and then you buy to close it. So just for simplicity's sake, just understand you can buy or sell these ES contracts. Okay, and for every tick that they move, that is, you are either going to make or lose $12.50. And for every point that it moves, depending on which direction you are in, you are going to make or lose $50 for every point. Okay, so let me go ahead and clear this up. So again, we are now currently trading at 46.96.75 with the stock market about to open here at 9:30 Eastern time. Okay, so let me go ahead and play the video. Oh, no, like actually one more thing that I want to explain here before I move on. You'll see up above the price, there's these numbers in red, and then below the current trading price, these numbers in green. These are buy and sell orders. So it's showing me the buy orders below the price, and it's showing me the sell orders above the price. Okay, and as you can see, here before the stock market is open, there's some around 100, there's around 150 there, some in the 50s, you know, so you kind of get an idea of what to look for in that, and that'll become significant as we progress this video. So let me go ahead and play this video. So again, we're here, pull my pen back out, sorry. We're here 5 seconds from the stock market opening. You can see, as I mentioned, that futures have already been open because they trade essentially 24/7. So now it is 9:30 Eastern. The stock market is officially open, and you can see it moving a little more. There's a little more activity when the stock market opens. So there's a lot more activity in the futures as well. Oh, and one last thing that I forgot to point out as we got started here, let me pause this real quick. I do want to point out my starting account balance on the day, 48,603.75. So we'll note that that's where the balance of this account is at here before we did any trading. All right, so let me go ahead and now continue the video. And you just watch, and you'll see how the market moves. And just keep in mind, for every tick, right, every 25 cents is worth $12.50. And we're just watching this at this point in time. I haven't entered any trades yet, so we're just observing at this point in time for the very open of the market. Okay, and you can see it's creeping up towards this 4,700. The round numbers are always very key numbers. So it's either going to hold below 4,700 or it's going to bust above it. And that's kind of what we want to look out for. And you can see it got above it. And right there, let me go ahead and pause the video real quick. You can see there's a big surge of orders, of buy orders at 4,700. It's over 500. Remember, I pointed out most of them were, you know, the biggest ones were in the hundreds, or in the 100, at the 100 level or below. So 500 is a very significant number to be at. Let me rewind it 10 seconds, and you can see it got above the 4,700. And it did, you know, had 103 orders at that point in time. So it was very similar to the other buy orders, the other all the other levels on the S&P futures. So let me go ahead and play this, and you'll see all of a sudden there was a big surge of buy orders, and there it is. And now there's over 500 buy orders. So that tells us that there's some strength because it's broken through that major level, and there's a lot of buy orders there at 4,700. So it's going to hold that as a support level. All right, so let me clear this. And as I scrolled up, excuse me, as the market was moving up, you can see there's a huge amount of sell orders here at 4703.25. So now we know that is going to be a very big resistance level, over 1,000 orders. So we're going to watch that very carefully. Let me go ahead and continue the video. And there it is. All of a sudden, those orders just cleared immediately. Let me rewind that. We'll watch that one more time. So again, that's here at 4703.25. When it gets to this point, and it starts filling those sell orders, it happens very quickly. So that tells you that there's a lot of buyers at that level, and it pushes right through that. So let's watch that one more time. There's 1,000 orders, and as soon as it gets to it, it starts filling them, and all of a sudden it jumps down to 500, and then it clears them and pushes up there. So now I know that's a very big, going to be a big resistance level or support level, and I start filling orders. Okay, let me go ahead and pause it. We got all the orders filled. So again, I think it's going to continue higher because it just filled a bunch of buy orders. There's a lot of buyers in the market. So I'm buying ES contracts because I'm looking for it to continue higher. So I currently have 5 contracts, okay, that I bought through that. And you can see the various levels that I bought them at over here on the left. 4703.50, 03.25, 03.75, and then another at 03.50 and another at 03.25. Okay, so now you can see this green arrow here. It's also on the highlighted portion, meaning this is where the market currently is at 4703.50. But that green arrow is telling me that that's where my cost basis is, where my average price is. So I want the S&P futures to stay above my green arrow, and that means I'm making money. If it goes below the green arrow, that means I'm losing money. Okay, and you can see that right here, just beneath where it's showing my cost basis. My 5 contracts at 4703.45 is my average cost basis. Currently, I'm making $12.50. Okay, you can also see the open P&L up here a little more clearly, but you can see green or red there, indicating whether I'm making money or losing money at that point in time. Okay, so let's go ahead and advance the video. So again, I'm looking for a continuation higher. And we'll just, again, we'll observe and we'll watch how the market moved and played out. And see, it's coming down a little bit, and now I'm holding $230, $300 loss when it got down to that area. But then it quickly regains. But you can see there is over 500 orders here at 4704. So it's going to hold that as resistance. And we're going to need to see it push through very heavily again, see a lot of buyers at that area for my trade to work out. And it's dipping down again, and we're back in the loss territory, $175, $237. So you can see it moves very, just the little movements. There's a lot of money either way. Okay, and it filled those 500 orders that were sitting there, and it's pushing through. As soon as it gets to over $300, okay, let me pause it real quick. As soon as it got to $300, showing a $300 profit, running profit, that's when I started taking some profits. So that's what I did there. It got over 300, and then actually it jumped even higher. And then I started taking some profits here. So I'll advance the video, and I take profits one more time. So now I've taken, let me let it run just a little further, and I'll show you the drop down. So I've taken profits on 3 of my orders already. Okay. And so I only have 2 contracts remaining. Again, my cost base is down here at 4703.25, indicated by the green arrow. And I have a total running profit on the day of $622 at this point. An open profit, open P&L of $275. So that's saying of the remaining 2 contracts that I have, I'm making an additional $275 on those. And as long as I stay above 4703.25, then these will continue to be profitable. Okay. So let me go ahead and advance the video again. And also to point out, this is less than 5 minutes into the day. So the stock market's been open for 5 minutes, and I'm already holding $622 profit on the day. Okay, and here I'm adding stop orders, meaning if the price does fall to here, 4703.75 and then 4703.50, I want to close my orders. And I did it just above my cost basis, so that I'm hoping to still close these out for a profit if the price comes down here. So this way I'm guaranteeing a profit on the day. Okay, and now my profit loss got to 500. Let me rewind that and show you. So as it was creeping up here, I was looking for it to get to 500, and I was going to take profit on that additional contract and just leave 1 contract running. So as soon as it gets over 500 on here, that's when I take the profit. Okay, and now I only have 1 contract remaining. It's holding for a $250 open P&L running profit. And so I'm going to leave that 1 on. I'm closing out, canceling one of the stop orders on the contract I just closed out. So I'll leave only 1 stop order remaining for my 1 remaining contract. And just to show where we're at this point in time, after taking profit on that contract, we have an open running P&L of $895 on the day. And again, $275 on this 1 contract remaining. And again, I have my stop order above the cost basis on that contract, so that I don't lose any money on the day. And that's there was orders on other accounts, so that was an order on another account. But I left this open so you could see the total profit and loss as we're watching the market here. And I'm in the best position possible at this point in time. I have 1 contract left, just to see where it goes. If the market's going to keep going up, then I'm going to keep making money. If it comes back down, even if it comes down to where I bought bought this contract. I have my stop order there. So if it comes all the way down, yeah, I won't make any money on this one contract, but I'm guaranteeing myself a profit on the day. And you can see the difference between the open P&L and the total P&L. It's close to $300, or I'm sorry, $500. So I'm guaranteeing myself about a $600, $500, $600 profit. Okay, and the market continues higher. I just broke $1,000 profit on the day. And here I'm going to move up my stop. So it's a trailing stop. I'm going to move it up so that I guarantee myself a decent amount of profit as well on this last remaining contract. So now I moved up my stop to 47.0975. And if the market comes back down to that level, then my contract will be stopped out there, but I'll still have a profit on it. And you see I have a running profit. I just broke 1,300. Running profit on the day. Now you can see it start to pull back. Again, those are orders, and that's orders in other accounts. And you can see it getting closer and closer to my stop. We fall below $1,000 profit on the day. That's in other accounts. However, the stop is about to get filled in this account. There it goes. And so close out of everything. we're done for the day. Let me go ahead and pause the video here. And this is it. So we got stopped out of that last contract. We did have a profit on that. So total profit for the day, $702. And again, if you remember, we were at 48,000 and some change on the account. Now we're at 49,306 with a $700 profit in just over 10 minutes. So that's how we trade the ES futures.